All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armand, and we're back with another video. All right, so y'all know I've been doing a lot of reading and a lot of audiobooks right now. So right now I'm listening to the Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. Loving this book. Okay, there's a certain part in the video that really hit for me. Okay, it's the idea that your emotions shouldn't be the driving factor of your decision making. Now that's important because a lot of times, you know, that's a lot of reasons why I make my decisions based off of my emotions and the emotions of other people. Okay. And that's been a big thing. And I think a lot of people need to realize you cannot make your decisions based off of your emotions and the emotions of other people. Maybe it's your family, your boss, or even, you know, strangers on the internet. We get caught up in their reactions, their disappointments, and their judgment. But guess what? That's not your baggage, you know? And so, like, for example, when I decided to pivot content from gossip to manifestation and in personal growth, people were mad. Some unsubscribed and they talk shit about it. But I realized if I wanted to keep doing this, like, I got to quiet the noise and I couldn't really trip, you know? And so I can't be a slave to those people, and I can't worry about what those people are going to say, because at the end of the day, those people are going to have an opinion about you regardless. People are going to have something negative to say about you regardless, right? But so you just got to let people judge you. Let them react. Let them feel whatever they're going to feel, because at the end of the day, you're not here to manage their emotions. You're here to make a decision that aligns with your vision and your growth and your happiness. Okay? A lot of times we get in situations and we are worried about if our parents are going to be happy, if our spouse is going to be happy, if our kids are going to be happy, if our boss is going to be happy. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of the biggest decisions that you made and the best decisions that you made in your life are going to feel like bad decisions. And she talks about this in the book. And she talks about how, like, it feels very uncomfortable to make a big decision that benefits you in your life. So some of you guys are sitting in a relationship, unhappy, miserable, wanting to get out of that relationship, but you don't want to get out of the relationship because you are afraid of how that person is going to feel. Some of you guys just got engaged. Some of you guys don't want to get married, but you don't want to get out of that situation. You don't want to call off the engagement because you know why? You don't want to deal with the emotional roller coaster that's going to come with it from the person's family, the person themselves, and everybody attached to it. Your family, everybody that you told, everybody that was excited about it. You're not avoiding conflict. See, a lot of people think, well, I just don't want to avoid. I want to avoid conflict. I want to avoid, issues. I'm very non-confrontational. That's not what it is, because the only conflict that you're avoiding by not pressing on and, addressing said person or addressing said issue, you're avoiding the conflict within you. You're the one that's conflicted. What you're actually avoiding is their emotional response. And their emotional response is not your business, because you cannot make your decisions based off of someone else's emotions, because you're not going to be happy. And you can't base your decisions off of your emotions, because they say, according to Mel in this book, they say, like, emotions it's like a 6-second adrenaline, like a chemical that releases in your brain once something happens. In that 6 seconds, you can either choose to react or you cannot react. And then within 90 seconds, that emotional feeling goes away. But a lot of times within that 6 seconds of feeling that impulse of that emotion and that chemical being released, we react. I know that I have many times, whether it's like an emotional buy, whether it's an emotional response or confrontation. I've really been learning, like, hey, I cannot let my emotions really determine how I deliver or decide which way to go. And for a long time, I used to do that. And I remember, like, being in situations where maybe I didn't want to live somewhere. Maybe I didn't want to be in a relationship. Maybe I didn't want to buy this type of car, whatever it is. But I would be thinking, well, what is my mom going to say? How is my dad going to feel? Well, I want to stay in this relationship because, I don't want this person to feel bad. I don't want this person to feel regret. I don't want to be a bad person. I don't want them to feel like I was a bad person to them. You know, they were cool to me, but so I just stay, or I just stay. And it's like, number one, you'll realize a lot of people sometimes they don't care about your emotions. They'll make that decision and be like, all right, this is not serving me anymore. I'm out. You know, a lot of people don't have the same compassion that you might have. But then on the other hand, you have to realize, listen, I've done all that I could do. And I have to let them, and let me allow you to feel how you're going to feel. Is it going to be an emotional roller coaster? Yes. Are people going to hate you? Yes. Are people going to be disappointed in you? Yes. Are your parents going to be mad that you didn't go to finish school? Yes. Are people going to talk bad about you? Yes. Are people going to have negative thoughts about you? Yes. But guess what? People having negative thoughts about you, people are always going to have negative thoughts about you. You're never going to be able to escape people having negative thoughts about you. So guess what you have to do? You have to let them have those negative thoughts and be okay with knowing that, you know what? I'm doing this and they're probably talking shit about me. And just let them have it. Because here's the thing. You have negative thoughts about people every day. You have negative thoughts about people in your family every day. I have negative thoughts about people in my family all the time. I have negative thoughts about my dogs. Especially when they go poop or pee around here, or I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't wait. You know, these dogs need to get up out of here. These dogs get on my nerves, but I still love them, you know? Or if my partner's doing something crazy, or they left a dish or something stinks, and I was like, why would you sit there and let this stink? What an idiot. But do I still love them, you know? Or my mom, like, she'll like tell me something and it's like, girl, we just decided we were going to go left, and here you go calling me with a new idea and you're not listening. It's like, why do you do that? I have a negative thought, but do I still love my mama? Yes. Or my sister, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so self-absorbed and so selfish, she gets to my nerves and she cannot come over here because she's just a rage narcissist. But I love her to death. Is it a negative thought? Yes. But at the end of the day, just because you have a negative thought about people and people have a negative thought about you does not mean that you don't love them or like them any less. So I have to realize too, I let people have negative thoughts about me because people are going to have negative thoughts about me regardless. You know, whenever I try to transition and do different career stuff, for whether I'm making music, whether I'm posting on social media, working out, whether I'm doing, you know, tarot card readings, whatever it is, people like, oh, there he is. What is he doing over there? Oh, I see. Hey, how he's trying to do that. Oh, who does he think he is? Oh, now he's supposed to be some type of guru. Now he's supposed to be positive speaking. You know, you need to be back over here. I'm not listening to that bullshit. I will do what I want to do, you know? And the only reason why people get to the point where they feel like they're not posting their content, or they're not sharing their content, or they're not being vocal with their dreams and what they want to do, is because they're afraid of the thoughts that people have of them. You're not scared to post on social media because you don't feel confident. You're not scared because you're like, you know, you're not good enough, or you don't feel that you're not good enough. You're not posting, or you're not stepping out into, you know, this higher self of yours, or you're not doing this thing that you've always wanted to try, not because you don't feel confident in it, or not because you don't like it, or not because you're not excited about it. You don't know if we, the people, are going to like it. You want to try to make us happy. You want to make sure that it's going to get a lot of likes. That's why for me, I'm never one of those people that if I get 100 likes or 200 likes, I don't hide my likes on my page. There's some where I get a lot of likes, then there's some posts I'll get 300 likes. I don't care. It used to sting a little bit, but I'm like, you look more insecure hiding the likes when you don't get enough likes, or a like that you don't want. And then I go down your page and then you got the one with 6,000 likes or 10,000 likes showing. It's like, oh, now you feel cool. Well, you felt like the picture was good enough to post on your page, but because everybody didn't like it, you just hid it. But then you wanted everybody to see, look, he is cool. He got 10,000 likes on this page. Well, is he really cool, or is he insecure? Because does he only think that is he only validated by the likes that he shows on his page? So for me, I always show it. Now, some people will say, well, oh, well, people hide their likes because, they have brand deals and things like that. Maybe that's the case. But for me, I feel like it's already an unspoken language that if a person has hit their likes, that must mean that they didn't get that many. Especially because you can scroll a few more down, and then the ones that have a lot, they don't hide those. So why you don't hide those? If you're going to hide the likes, hide them all. But see, people hide the ones that they don't have a lot of likes. They hide that one because they don't feel validated. They don't feel like people thought it was nice enough. It wasn't cool enough. They're looking for the applause. It wasn't, the hand claps weren't loud enough on that particular photo or video. So they were a little embarrassed. They're embarrassed of that. They're embarrassed. Instead of being like, all right, well, I like all the pictures on my page, whether you like it or not. Like, this is what I like to do. I get way more or less. I get so many less likes now on my socials because I be posting about my book and other stuff, but I don't care. I leave it up. I'm never hiding my likes because you look super insecure when you're hiding your likes. But I'm just saying this to say, don't let other people's emotional decisions or emotions, influence your decisions if there's a big decision that you need to make. And also understand that everybody's going to have a negative thought about you. So fuck them. It really don't even matter. Niggas are going to have a negative thought about you. You just let them have that thought. Let them have that feeling and move on. All right, y'all. If you like this video, more videos like that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Let me know, have you guys ever been in those situations? Let me know in the comments. Have you ever hid your likes? Do y'all hide your likes? And if so, why? And let me know, have you ever had to cut some people off in a big decision? Like, what big decisions have you had to make and you were worried about the emotional response of others? And how did you handle it? All right, until next time, keep that same energy and we'll see you soon. Peace out.